Hey guys, this is an update on Bitcoin Cash, which pulled back pretty strongly with the rest of the crypto segment. I had some questions on the status of Bitcoin Cash since I did an update on it shortly before we had that big crash last weekend, late Friday into early Saturday morning. Now, I did cover a little bit of Bitcoin Cash along with almost the entire crypto space in my Ethereum Classic video. So for more details on the nature of this entire crash and how all the cryptos stack up in comparison to each other, you can view that video about Ethereum Classic possibly being the canary in the coal mine. Bitcoin Cash, of course, followed a very similar pattern. We had what we were calling an impulsive rally for our subwave 1 in purple, and then we looked like we had a really nice wave 2 in place with a nice 3-wave structure. But then once we bounced, we crashed right back down below support, which was sitting at 386.59. In that basically broke our impulsive 5-wave structure because you can't retrace below the origin of your first wave. Therefore, our purple pattern is invalidated, and I have added this green pattern as our new primary, which is, of course, a big corrective wave. This actually follows the red patterns that I had on almost every other cryptocurrency. There should have been a red pattern on this Bitcoin Cash chart. I just didn't have it, so apologies if this caught you off guard. I should have had that alt pattern on there. When we look at the big picture, you may be wondering whether or not we're done bottoming because there's still some panic over whether or not we're going to go lower. There's some good signs here that we may be done. Our MACD shows some divergence. We are not as oversold as we had been before. So despite the lower low, we didn't go as far into oversold territory. Usually that's a good sign that we have bottomed. In addition, we've had somewhat of a rally since that bottom. So this could be a 5 up right here with a 3-wave down. Not the cleanest thing, but there is support for that notion with Bitcoin and Ethereum, which look a lot more bullish than Bitcoin Cash does at this moment. So we're holding out hope on this big picture pattern. Of course, this is a big double zigzag. What this really means with this lower low is that our correction that started after our crypto top in May never actually ended. We finally bottomed out last week. So this entire thing was probably the wave 4, and that is what I'm marking with the WXY for a big double zigzag pattern. It's a double zigzag because our C wave also took a 3-wave ABC zigzag pattern. That's why we have this nomenclature to prevent confusion with too many A's, B's, C's, that whole thing. With all that being said, not sure if we've bottomed yet. We have some good signs. Where are we projecting? With the break of our subwave 1 and our 1-2, basically, we don't really have any accurate way to project this anymore. I still have the old purple labels here. These will be removed next time I do an update. So without that, we don't have a very accurate projection of where we can go. So therefore, I have to use some of these other equivalences. When we look at our big picture long-term pattern, ever since we had our crypto bottom in December of 2018, I'm looking at this entire thing as a big diagonal. So if our May 2021 top was actually a big 3rd wave, and we just finished our 4th wave, you would typically expect us to project somewhere between the 0.382 and the 0.618 extension of that entire structure. And that would put us between 1143 all the way up to 2366. So I know it's a really big range, and that's as accurate as I can get right now. There are some Fibonacci confluences in that area. If we do hit that 1143 target, that's going to be about a 2.5x return from where we are at this moment. And the upper end of that box would give us over a 5x return. So there's still potential. In addition to that, diagonals often hit the 1.382 to 1.618 extension of the original wave 1. So when we look back here, this is what I'm calling the wave 1 right here, wave 1 and a wave 2 pullback. That aligns pretty favorably with this green box. However, sometimes diagonals do make it to that 1.618 extension. That would put us at 3181. So we do have an outside shot of reaching that target. If we got to 3181, that would be a 7x return from where we are. So I'm holding out hope at this moment. There are multiple confluences, and Bitcoin Cash does seem to have that blow-offy nature where things don't go very well for a while. So don't be surprised if we continue to underperform for a little while before we have a big catch-up rally at the very end. So I'll be continuing to update us on various cryptos, and I'm going to be putting some educational videos out pretty soon. So don't forget to subscribe to keep getting those. And if you enjoyed my video, don't forget to like. Until next time, thank you for watching and happy trading.